Morning musings in the studio on this tiny little Greek island. It is stormy, raining, and windy, and kind of the first real sense of winter on its way. It has been unusually warm this time of year, and today it's giving me that sense of snuggling and, with the warm blanket, the extra sweaters. Yesterday I had a class and for a painting, the Foundations of Painting course, and one of my students was telling me about over the holidays that she went to see someone, and that she sent me pictures of her temporary little tiny studio, and I found it endearing because it reminded me of a very similar situation that I was in when I went to Savannah, Georgia, about, 6 years ago, with my daughters, to bring them to the States so that they could get the experience of being in the States and, a completely different lifestyle than here on this little Greek island. And I had set up a studio in my room with a broken easel that was leaned up against the wall. I was sitting on a cushion on the floor, and that's what I had. And I painted there on the floor on this broken easel for a few months that I was in that space. And when I saw these pictures from this little studio setup, she had one of those little tiny stand easels, the ones that you put on a table, and on a red stool, plastic stool, right? And she sat on a bucket. And she painted away. She just painted. She had her easel. She put she had a tray. I think it was a tray, and she put it in a Ziploc bag, and she put the paints on top of the Ziploc bag on top of the plastic. And that was her temporary easel. And, some things were, I'm sure, frustrating, like the palette was probably frustrating. But it worked. It worked. And the focus was on creating the painting and not how beautiful your little setup is. And that reminded me of a situation that I was in back in Savannah. And here, compared to what I had, this little tiny studio is incredibly luxurious. And it was really heartwarming and a great reminder, because I remember my yoga teacher when I was studying yoga at the time, and she was saying, you can practice yoga anywhere, and not just doing the asanas, the whole thing, right? You can be next to a cesspool and practice yoga, and when you are present and in the now, it doesn't matter. Right? You don't need to have the beautiful Zen studio with the great music and the candles burning. You don't need, none of that has to do with yoga. And it's a great lesson You could be practicing yoga. And I don't mean doing the asanas. If you're downtown in a busy setting with all this noise happening around you, and you can, in fact, practice. So I take those lessons and bring them into my studio and into my daily life as well. And, the last 2 days have been difficult, frustrating, and today I woke up at 5 a.m. to find my studio flooding again because the rain is hitting this way, and it's windy, and I've got the towels on the floor and I'm mopping up and I'm doing all of that. But I'm in the now, and I am focusing today on the things that I am able to do, and when I get frustrated of the things that I'm not able to do, I'll just take in a deep breath and let it go. And the day will go on, and it can be a beautiful day, or I can make it crazy. It's my choice. So today I'm going to carry with me my students' experience of setting up her little temporary plein air. I guess it wasn't plein air, but her temporary little studio as a reminder for me that what you do have in this moment is perfect. It's beautiful. And if you're on a little table somewhere, if you're in the corner of a room, if you are moving your little easel, or if you don't even have an easel and you're painting on your lap, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The focus is on creation. It's creating the paintings. It's mixing those colors. It's moving into the creative flow and allowing that energy to come through you, and you open up the space for it. If you're lost in the negativity of it, as I have been in these last 2 days, not much gets done. And if some things do get done, they usually don't get done very well, or at the level or the expectation that I hold for myself. So yesterday, for example, in my live stream, I was using my phone because it seems to work quite well, except that it's in portrait mode all the time. And I'm talking into this same microphone, but it wasn't even turned on. So the whole live stream was just, it was just a complete failure, but I uploaded it anyways, right? To be, I kept it up. It was a live stream, but I kept it up and visible just because, right? And to remind myself that when things don't go well, it's still good enough. I'm still here. I am still doing these morning musings. I love doing these morning musings, even when I don't like doing these morning musings, like yesterday. But when I came on and I was somewhat disgruntled, and the feedback that I got from you was amazing. Just made my day. It just really made. It was in fact the best part of the day, and so I'm very, very grateful for that. I'm really grateful to have you with me, Corby, who has also just recently signed into my new YouTube membership program, and I'm just very grateful for that. So thank you. And if anybody else is interested in joining up on the YouTube membership program, it's $6.99, and I upload full-length videos, probably in pieces, like this one here, where I'm talking through my whole process and the things that I'm thinking about, correcting the mistakes that I am making, not holding anything back, not pretending to be anything else than who I am at the level of my art journey that I am at, and sharing that with you, perhaps something that I do, or by listening to the process and having a closer relationship with me in this community, perhaps there's something there for you as well. So you can go over to my YouTube channel and click on the join button for, there's 2 levels. There's a $2.99 level, but you won't get the live videos, the live streams, or the uploads that I'm doing a full communication with, nor the afternoon coffees that we will share together a couple of times a month, where you can ask me anything and talk to me, and I'm here for you. So I'm going to get on with my day and keep moving into this new space that I am trying to understand on this Kajabi thing, to put everything in one place and see if that is a good fit for me or not. Have a beautiful, beautiful day. Be inspired. Be creative and be you.